Hey guys, what up? My name's Daniel M, and today I'll be presenting to you Black Ops 3 perks and equipment. So without further ado, let's get started. So we're going on with the equipment first. So with lethal grenades, we have a C4, which is a plastic explosive equipped with a proximity alarm that notifies the user when an enemy is near the device. So this is like a buffed up C4 from previous CODs. But it tells you when when somebody is nearby the C4, so you know when to click it. Next is a combat axe, which is a stealthy axe that causes instant death on impact. Can be picked up and reused. We've seen this before. Next is a frag grenade, just a basic frag. We've seen this before as well. Then next is a Semtex, a sticky grenade that sticks to whatever it lands. Short fuse, can't be cooked. So we've seen this before as well. Thermite grenade, it's an incendiary grenade, which is, I think that means fire, that explodes into a lethal heat zone. Lasts for only a short duration. So this grenade is actually pretty good. I reckon I'm going to use this for like objectives and stuff like that. But it sounds pretty cool. And lastly is the trip mine, which is proximity mine that triggers when an enemy gets near it. Once triggered, the trip mine launches into the air and explodes, aka a bouncing Betty. So next we're going to go into tactical grenades. So first up is the concussion grenade, which stuns and staggers enemies even if grazed by the blast. So the concussion grenade, we've seen this before. Next is the EMP, disable or destroy enemy nearby hostile electronic systems. So this is good for, you know, that good old sentry gun down the back lane, you know, just taking that out. Next is the flashbang, so blind and disorient enemies for several seconds. We've seen this before. Shock charge. The next is a shock charge, which proximity triggered mine that temporarily paralyzes nearby enemies, sticks to any surface. So again, we've seen this before. We've seen a lot of these before. Treyarch, get creative. Next is a smoke screen. Produces a thick smoke screen. Teammates within the smoke can't be detected on radar. So that new feature is you can't be detected. So when you throw down a smoke in the objective, make sure you get inside the smoke. So it's kind of like off the radar sort of stuff. It's pretty cool. And lastly is a trophy system. You intercept and destroy enemy projectiles within 10 meters. Missiles fired from score streaks have a chance to penetrate. So this is actually really important if you want to get down those score streaks. Within 10 meters. 10 meters is a long distance to destroy projectiles, so it's good for hard point and stuff like that. Next we're going to get into some perks, and here we go. So there are 18 perks in total, 6 in each slot. So perk 1, first of all, is Flak Jacket. You take less damage from enemy explosives and flames. This can keep you alive through a barrage of explosives. Next is Blind Eye, makes you undetectable by enemy air support except the UAV. Next is Ghost. Enemy UAVs can't detect you as long as you keep moving. Actions such as planting, defusing, or controlling a score streak are also covered by the Ghost perk. Next is Blast Suppressor. Suppresses your suit, thruster sound, also makes you invisible on the radar when performing a thrust jump. Next is Afterburner. Your suit thrusters have a faster recharge rate than normal. And last but not least is Overclock. Allows you to earn your specialist weapon or ability faster. That's important. So yeah, a good range of perks in perk 1. Let's go to perk 2. Hardwired. Grants immunity to counter UAVs, power core, and EMP grenades. Proximity-based lethal and tactical equipment won't also be triggered by you. An unusual perk that provides strong protection against specific threats that could normally cripple you. Next is Scavenger. You let your loot ammo and equipment from fallen enemies. What? lets you loot ammo and equipment from fallen enemies as long as they weren't taken out by explosives. Scavenger is a must for builds with weapons that have a high rate of fire or low ammo reserves. Next is Fast Hands. Swap faster between your primary and secondary weapon and back to your weapon after performing an action, like using an equipment. You can also aim down the sight faster after sprinting. Fast Hands also resets the fuse of frag grenades when you throw them back. Next is Tracker, which shows enemy footsteps on the ground as digital imprints. Excellent for hunting down enemy players in game modes that have a slower pace. Next is Anti-Up, gives a small boost to your score streak meter when you spawn. And that's like Hardline from previous CODs. But in this case, it gives you like a small boost at the start. Okay, so and last but not least is Cold-Blooded, counters the Tracker and 6 Sense perk by reducing your digital imprint. Also gives immunity to thermal optics. Enemy AI-controlled ground-based score streaks can't detect you either. So that's pretty good. So let's get into perk 3. Perk 2 actually had a really good range. I think I'm going to find that one the toughest to choose from. And there's also wild cards that let you choose more than one, so I think I might be doing that for perk 2. Anyway, perk 3, first is Engineer. Shows enemy equipment and score streaks through walls. Allows you to re-roll the contents of a care package and also booby trap it. Dead Silence. Your footsteps and other actions are silent. Awareness. Makes enemy movement easier for you to hear. Cancels Dead Silence. So next is Tactical Mask. Concussions, flashbangs, and shock charges have a lesser effect on you. Next is Gung Ho. You can hip fire your weapon, use equipment, and throw grenades while sprinting. So this is like a better version of Gung Ho in Advanced Warfare. And the last one, which is the best one, is Sixth Sense. It displays a red indicator on your radar with the direction, left, right, up, or down, of nearby enemies. Useful for not getting flanked by the enemy when defending an area. So this is like... It just shows you whenever you're close to an enemy. I'm saying like 5 meters. It shows their direction and everything, so they will pretty much think you're hacking or something because they know exactly where you are. This is good for turning around corners or like in small areas. You know where they are. That's a guaranteed kill for you. I'm going to use this a lot. So that's all we have time for. Next video will be definitely about wild cards or score streaks or even maps on Black Ops 3. So thanks for watching. Peace out.